Welcome back to the channel, guys. UFC 328 concluded last night, and you guessed it, Sean Strickland got it done in the main event, and he happened to defeat Khamzat Chimaev, who had controversy of did he make weight, did he not make weight, did he kick him at the face-off in the event. The security was decked out, had almost 20 security guards in the cage before they locked them in there. They ended up touching gloves twice, which is something that nobody expected. I mean, we thought these guys were going to rip each other's heads off. And then we go out there, round one. Sean is immediately taken to the ground by Khamzat, and it looks like rinse and repeat. But during that round, we seen Khamzat exert a lot of energy, trying to switch from multiple positions, trying to submit him, trying to go ahead and take the back and slam him, pick him up, try to control the positions. And you see Sean remain calm and collective and fight up back to his feet in the second round. And this is where the fight really starts to tip in Sean's favor. Khamzat shoots for takedowns in the second round. He's getting peppered with the jab. He misses one of the takedowns. Both takedowns he shot in the second round were unsuccessful. The second time he shoots, this is after Sean lands on top of him. He shoots him for a double leg and misses the double leg. Sean keeps his weight back, drops the hips, sprawls out. He instead of committing towards going after the takedown more, Khamzat lays down on his back, gives his back up. And that was a big sign right there that Khamzat had a big adrenaline dump in that second round. So, third round, we see that Sean, is starting to open up on him. He's getting his jab going. He's landing in really good success. Khamzat's in trouble. Third round keeps going on. Sean's getting to him with the jab. He's keeping the fight standing up. Khamzat's walking him down, but he's getting caught with the better of the strikes in the exchanges with Sean. You see that both fighters are really starting to lose their pep and their step going into fourth round. So I've got this. Khamzat's got round one, which was pretty much just control time, no damage. Round two, I got Sean Strickland winning that round because of defending both of those takedowns and his top control. Third round, Sean really starts to break off with the strikes, landing abundance of strikes, starts to pull away on the strike count. Fourth round, this is the round where Khamzat has his success. He takes Strickland to the ground. I believe in the fight he had a total of 9 takedowns. So I think he got 1 takedown in the fifth round. So most of his takedowns came in the first and the fourth round. Khamzat's able to get the takedown, and he starts going for submission for the neck crank. Doesn't work out that way, and he ends up using a bunch of his energy. He has success early in the round, standing, walking him down in the feet, kind of fainting low, going to the body, kicking at the body. Strickland's mainly focused on the head. I think at one point he had 90 strikes to the head and like 2 body shots attempted. So it's the same thing with Strickland, just circling to his left, and boom, he's peppering the jab. Khamzat's trying to land that big lunging, looping right overhand, and he's just walking into that jab. He got hit probably over 100 times by that jab, and his face starts to bloody up, starting with his nose. Then he starts getting busted up all over the face. And both guys are starting to show damage here. Sean had his nose broke by a big overhand right that Khamzat landed. I think it was in the fourth round. And he caught Sean with a big shot. I think he wobbled him a little bit. Not much, but just enough to knock him off balance. And that's where I believe he broke his nose at. But you could see going into the fifth round, this was the swing round. I had Khamzat taking the first round in the fourth round, and then I had Sean doing the work in the second and the third. So I had it scored even head-to-head going into the fifth. And this is where Sean pulled away. They touched gloves in the middle. You seen at one point Khamzat saying, "Hey, let's do the man dance. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go." So I was thinking they was going to start throwing down in the middle. Then all of a sudden I seen Khamzat shoot for a double leg. And I believe that was his way of trying to steal that round from Sean. He knew if he could get him to the ground, he wasn't going to have a chance standing up there and outpointing him in the striking. His best opportunity was to use whatever energy tank reserves he had left and try to get Sean to the ground in that last round, which he got him to the ground in the takedown, the early takedown. He just wasn't able to keep him there. And I think he burned up most of his energy in that early takedown. And as a result of it, Sean got back up to his feet. He was able to get to the cage, work back up, fight the hands, turn his body back towards his opponent. And before you know it, Sean's back on his feet, and then he's pressing forward. Every time Khamzat would come forward, he'd hit him with that jab, and then he started to really open up a little bit with his 1-2. It seemed like most of the night he was just kind of keeping him at bay with the jab, snapping it out there. But in that fifth round, as the fight, the last 2 minutes, Sean started to pick it up, started to land his shots. That right hand started to get through the guard of Khamzat and really started to pop his head back. And you could tell he was just getting beat up. Khamzat's face was bloodied. Both guys were bloodied up. You could see every round Sean was having to get a cotton swab shoved up his nose because his nose was so broke early on in the fight. So, which I think he breaks his nose all the time. It seems like with DDP, he broke his nose really bad. I think that's who really got the nose going for him. And the nose is probably going to be, something he deals with the rest of his career. But, Khamzat, he struggled to make 170. He struggled to make 185. Guys, he came in, he was one of the last guys to weigh in. I just don't know if this drop in weight, I think that's how he's been bullying guys. He's such a big guy, 225-pound guy trying to come down and fight at 170 and fight at 185. He's a weight bully. So he's going to move up to light heavyweight. And guys, I'm predicting he's going to fight Costa next because everybody wants to see the new Paramount era. We want to see real beefs. We want to see real grudge matches. We want to see Costa Khamzat. We want to see Imavov Strickland again. We want to see these big in-telling fights. We want to see Hokit versus Chama in the future. We want to see guys that have these beefs. We want to see them get lined up in the octagon and see what they're made of. Now, in this performance by Sean Strickland, guys, I've got to put him as one of my top middleweights of all time. I got him in my top 5, that's for sure. I got him ranked above Israel Adesanya. I got him up there with the greats. This is his second time regaining the belt. He's done it twice as a challenger. He regained the belt, and when he took the belt off of Israel Adesanya, the guy was looking unbeatable, and he was a massive underdog. Then he beats Khamzat Chimaev, who everybody knows is a wrecking ball, 15-0. He gets him out of there. He does enough with the defensive wrestling. He makes it hard on Khamzat, and he does enough with the striking. I believe that Sean was hurt, though. He was complaining about having a hurt shoulder. I believe it because when he fought Fluffy, he was really teeing off on Fluffy. So I really think that's why Khamzat's going to move up, because knowing now that Sean was hurt, I just don't think that there's a way for Khamzat to win. He gave Sean Strickland the best he could, and I can just see Sean getting better from this fight. So I think Sean is going to go on to fight Imavov and then probably have that trilogy fight with DDP after that, after he takes care of business there. And I see Khamzat moving up and to light heavyweight and kissing middleweight goodbye, because there's just no way that big guy can make this weight cut anymore. I'm sure he can, and there's just really nobody for him to fight left at middleweight. So I think he makes that leap up to light heavyweight, and he fights Paulo Costa, and then he's right in line for the belt. So let me know in the comments below what you thought about the UFC 328 main event, who you had winning, and how it shaped out. Thanks for tuning into the channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. Peace.